All right, good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning time for me. It's 5 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday, and I'm doing this video because I want you guys to learn what I was talking about. I told you guys that no trading system in the world is going to have perfection, and I'm going to show you exactly why. This happened to us. We made a lot of pips this week, but on a few of our trades, we got hit with the stop losses, and I'm going to show you what's going on. So as you can see right here, we had the big arrow, the little arrow, and the yellow, and of course it went smooth. Then you could have reversed it, big arrow, little arrow, yellow, and cross another moving averages, it went up. Right here is where we want to focus our attention. I sent out a signal on GCAD right here. We got our signal. The big arrow does repaint, but the little arrows don't. That's why we use these three in conjunction. So when this arrow was here, we had 1, 2, 3. We took the trade right here. However, our stop loss got hit right here, as you can see. What happened, and this is what I keep telling you guys, there is no system on the planet that's going to stop you from being able to avoid this, because this is how the market works. If you'll see right down here, the same thing happened. This caught it at the very bottom of these spikes. As you can see, these wicks, these very, very, very long wicks, these are either news events or market maker manipulation. News events or market maker manipulation. And so this is why when I said I sent out the signal this week, and this is for people who's brand new as well, who don't have our system, it's going to be the same. This is just a teaching video. So what happened was, I happened to notice that, number one, I told you guys about the Mark Williams. The Mark Williams is the M pattern. I see the M right here. Okay. M, up, down, up, down. I've seen that mark, which represents the top. Okay. So I knew it was peaking out. However, look at what the market makers did first. Boom. That spike right there took out a lot of money. And that was a 37 pip stop hunt. And that's what they call it, a stop hunt. So they took out as much money as they could. And then look, they dropped the market, and this thing dropped, and let's measure it. And this is why I sent back out the signal. Hey, look like the stop hunt is clear. Jump in. And look what happened. That thing dropped for a total of 369 pips. 369 pips. Now you tell me that's not a cool fake out right here by the market makers. A 37 stop hunt. They get everybody out, and then they drop the market. Okay, so you got to know this is what's going on. It's frustrating, but this is part of the market. I'm going to slide this back, and I'm going to show you where they did it again. Right here. Look at here. Same exact thing again. Let's measure that one. That one was 25 pip stop hunt. And then they dropped it again. See, this is going to happen. So even if your stop loss does get hit, and it dropped for 239 pips. How do you read pips? Okay, look, I'm going to pull this down so you can see. Okay, look at the number in the middle. And this is for brand new people. Look at the number in the middle. You see the 2818. Okay, drop the last number, and that tells you how many pips. So if you're looking at that one, you'll see it's 281 pips. Okay, so that's how you count your pips. So I just want to share that with you. So right now, they dropped it for 243 pips after they did what? Stop hunts. Stop hunts. And sometimes it becomes excessive. Now, oftentimes another situation is news will just spike real quick, and then the market will resume its normal pattern. But again, here's what the frustration came in, but we was able to jump back in and make that 300 pips on this one trade. Okay. Now there's another situation that happens, and I'm going to show you that one as well. So that was a nice play, and congrats to those who had taken that trade and used the trail and stop to stay in it. So again, if you are in this trade on Sunday when the market opened, just take your 300 pips and run. It could go down a little bit more according to the 4-hour chart, but let's not be greedy. Okay, let's take our money. So here's a situation where it was a little bit different. It was a news event. So this is the one where we were in this trade on the 4-hour right here. And yes, it came down. And we made a tremendous amount of pips right here. 94 pips on this trade. And then on Friday morning, CAD news came out, and boom, it disturbed the pattern. So again, nothing you can do about disturbance of news events and market maker. Look at that. See, stop hunt candle, right here. See that right there. Triple arrows is correct on the direction, but if your stop was too tight, guess what? You would have got stopped out before it made a big drop. Okay, and what was the drop? That one was 241 pip drop. Okay, so this is part of the game. So again, this is why many times when my stop get hit, I wait a little bit, because notice it's just one candle. Sometimes it'd be two candles. So they try it once or twice and then they move on. Now, so, and then they move on to manipulating the next pair. So if my stop gets hit, I may wait for a couple of more candles. If this is a 4-hour candle, come back a couple hours later. If it's the 1-hour candle, come back 2 hours later. Okay, same thing. This was a news event. Boom. And then it kept on going. But on here, this is a little bit different from market maker manipulation. And so we were trying to catch it from the 4-hour. However, right here, we saw this, but it came out with news and just shot up. CAD news comes out on Friday morning. So that's what happened on that. No big deal. So our stop got hit because we were right about here. So we had probably lost about 25, 30 pips on that one, but that's okay. No big deal. Because again, you're not always going to be right in the markets. Okay. And here is the Aussie JPY. Look at that stop hunt candle. Let me zoom in on the 1-hour so you can see it. Stop hunt candle. Notice how big that candle is. Look at that bad boy. You got to learn this is what's going on. This is part of the game. So yes, it's the frustrating part, but that was a 56 pip stop hunt. So as you guys can see, there's many times there's just nothing you can do about it. That's just part of what they do. They know that the direction is supposed to change as well. And so what happens is they'll shoot out a big old stop hunt candle. And the problem is, and here's because I can hear your brains tick, 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 ticking just like mine. Okay, well, how do we know when the stop hunt is going to happen? That's the problem. Many times we don't know. But here's what we can do. Okay, here's what you can do. Anytime there's time to take a trade, what we can do is take the trade after the morning U.S. news session is over. The U.S. session news is typically around 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern. And so Pacific time, I don't know, calculate your own time. But let's go according to Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be around 8:30. Okay, 8:30. So around 8:30, 8:45, because each one of our trades, since it's just swing trades, every candle is about an hour. On the 30-minute chart, every candle was 30-minute charts, right? Okay, so if that's the case, then look, see here, you can clearly see that. Boom, right here, right there. You can clearly see that. Okay, boom. And then look what happened. And this is an amazing thing too. Watch this. They shot the candle up. News event, stop hunt, 55 pips, and then turn right back around and did what? This is incredible stuff. Dropped it right back. 49 pip drop immediately. One candle shoots up, cleared the house. It's like a casino. The house cleared out, and then it dropped right back and went down and continued to where it was supposed to go. And so from there to there, that was what, 100 pips move. This is some crazy stuff. Welcome to the Forex market. That's how it goes. Okay, I'm going to show you one more example and then we'll be done. All right. Triple arrows counted 1, 2, 3. But take a look at what happened. It dropped down, boom, and then shot up. See that? So everybody who thought it was going to keep on going down, nope. It took their money and induced the buyers to keep on, induced the sellers, convinced them, oh, yeah, this market going to keep on going, and did a takeaway. Bam. Did it again right here. Look, shot up. Oh, it's going to keep going. They brought that big old candle down. Oh, it's time to sell. And then boom, shot up on them. So you got to just know, okay, this is how they're playing the game. You have to know this is a game. This is how the casino works, okay? If you're going to be in the casino, you got to know how the casino goes, okay? So anyway, we're seeing a head and shoulders pattern here, a very awful one, but nevertheless, I'm still anticipating a big drop on this pair, and this is the Aussie yen. We'll see how it play out, but again, this is why we put our stop loss where we do, and I just want to close out with that. On the big arrows, this is why we put our stop loss just right below the big arrow. Because again, let's just say we would have got hit on this one, even though this one worked 1, 2, 3, and it went up. Okay, fine. But here's the good part. If your stop loss is right here and your entry was right here, so you can clearly see that's not much. Okay, from here to here, from the yellow arrow to here, that was 31 pips. If it moved in your direction, how many pips did you make from the entry? From here to here, that was 65 pips. So that's a 1-to-2 ratio. But many times we're not even looking at doing 1-to-2 ratios. Here's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3. And look, this takes off for how many pips? And it keeps going to the next screen. But that's over 100, close to 200 pips. Okay, 200 pip move off of a small stop loss. So this is the reason why we don't cry over stop losses. It's going to happen because, again, typically the only time we get hit with our stop losses is basically off of the stop hunts and stop hunts by the market makers or news events. And typically these big candles like this, it's news events, or like I said, the only other time you're going to see this is when there's the stop hunt candles by the market makers doing their money. Okay, they're like the casino. They're going to get it's like the house. They're going to get their money no matter what. They're going to find a way to get their money. Okay, and then after that, they resume and let it go. And as you can clearly see here, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it hit the stop loss. I sent out the signal, hey, seems like they're done manipulating. Get back in. And for those who did, look at what you did. 300 pips. So congratulations for those who took that and stayed in it. And as you can clearly see here on this 30-minute chart, you can clearly see the Mark Williams, the M right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So anyway, just want to give you that. Now, here's the beautiful ones, and I'll leave you guys with this one. Here's the beautiful ones that I like. You know, it don't happen every single time, but look at this beautiful one. 1, 2, 3, smooth, no stop hunt candles, and it goes down. Yes, here we go. We had a problem. But guess what? It wasn't the triple arrow set up to say get out of the trade anyway, so it went down. This was scary right here because it came back all the way back up, and you'd be like, oh my God, all my money gone, and then boom, guess what it did? It went down to the next set. 1, 2, 3. So you could have got out of this trade here, hung on, waited for it to reset, and then boom, right here. And 1, 2, 3. Then it went all the way back up again to the other side. And stayed in this trade till you seen the triple arrows on the reverse side. 1, 2, 3. So you would have got out of this buy position and got into the sell position. So you can always just find one pair that is your favorite, and you can play that one. One of my favorites is the Swiss JPY. Let me show you why. See? 1, 2, 3. Look at the major drop this bad boy does. And this is on the 30-minute chart, by the way. All the way down. That was 200 and something pips, one play. Okay. So again, just teaching you guys just some education. But one last thing, again, I taught you guys most of the noise in the market is going to happen at reversal points. Look at how many times they're spiking up here. Spike, spike, spike. And once it gets done, then it resumes. Okay. Once it gets done, then it resumes. Here's on the 1 hour chart, same triple arrows right here. Spike, spike, spike. Take your money, take your money, take your money. They're trying to convince you it's going up, guys. It ain't going down. It's going up, it's going up. 1, 2, 3. What did that say? It's going down. All right. And then guess what? It dropped. And how many pips did it drop from my entry below the yellow? Right to here. That was 189 pips. Prior to that, as you can see, and let me scrunch the screen so we can fit it in there. Triple arrows right here, 1, 2, 3. The beautiful part, it wasn't a stop hunt right there. And this move took it all the way up to here. And that was a 406 pip move. So this is why I don't cry over stop losses. Listen, yeah, you're going to lose 20, 30 pips here and there. Okay, you know why now. Okay, it's a stop hunt. Wait for it to reset, get back in that bad boy and ride it on out and get your pips. But compared to how many pips you make when it does take off, compared to how many pips you lost on the simple stop loss to which nobody can do anything. As you can see here, there was no manipulation. But over here, there was a couple of bits of manipulation. See, nobody can determine when that's going to happen. So you just have to be prepared for it, reset, and go get your money. Have a great weekend, everybody. Watch this video.